Be sure you have the free iHeart app, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics.
iHeartRadio. It's time to give stuff away. Stuff away. Yeah, yeah.
All right, you want to go to the Guardians game? How about that? Next Friday, I got a 4-pack of tickets for you. The San Francisco Giants will be in town. That's a 7:10 start at Progressive Field. Next Friday, July 5th. The MLB Ballpark app is a great thing to have on your phone. You can download all your information there, put your tickets on it. I have 4 of them for you here. Guardians, Giants, next Friday. Good luck. Caller 10, 216-578-1007 or 800-348-1007.
Have you ever been impregnated with excitement? Well, it looks like you're showing. Welcome back to your new daddy, Alan Cox.
Prior, there was a movie that was considered at the time to be kind of the definitive Gen X grunge era film, and it was called Singles. Probably 92, 93 maybe, and it was Bridget Fonda, and it was Kira Sedgwick and Campbell Scott. And his character, he was an urban planner or something like that. And part of the premise of that movie was that he was trying to get the mayor of Seattle, because that's where it was set, obviously. He was trying to get the mayor of Seattle to invest a lot of money in a super train, something where people wouldn't have to contend with traffic because they could get on this train. He was trying to improve public transportation.
Okay, so it's not a choice. Like super salad.
No, soup, or would you like soup or train? Do I get to run one, or is it run on me? Or no, a super train,
Soup,
I think is what
please.
yes, I'll take the soup. And Tom Skerritt, the great actor Tom Skerritt, of course, he was in Alien and 100 other things. He played the mayor of Seattle, and there's just this scene where he's rattling off this whole pitch to the mayor, and the mayor just goes, people really like their cars. People really want, and so there's this running thread through the movie where he's trying to get people to, get on board of this idea. And they're like, I really love my car, though. He's like, yeah, but the traffic. Yeah, I love my car. People still love their cars. They love being in them. Americans in general, boy, because we've got, all the conversations about fossil fuels and whatever. That's a conversation for another time. But the American love affair with automobiles is, it's uncompetable. What did that guy say? Mm-hmm. It's uncompetable. In his words, as opposed to other countries where the cars are really, really small.
Uncompetable.
Right. We like them bigger and better. But a lot of people have nostalgia for their first car. Now, I am not one of those people. I had a hand-me-down. I got my dad's 1978 Ford LTD, which was like driving a pontoon boat on wheels.
Did he give it to you for free? Or did you have to pay for it?
Well, it was like... it was like the car that I learned to drive on.
Well, I think that's nice, though. I would rather get a hand-me-down than have to buy a brand new car.
No, it was great. It was fine, but it was just a massive,
just a big car,
American steel bench seat. So it was just a huge. So I don't have nostalgia for that first car.
I had a hand-me-down as well.
Yeah,
my mom's Honda Civic.
Yeah,
and I totaled it within like 2 weeks.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
but that's like a fun zippy car though, too, or it was until you took your mom's
she took
heart
such
and
good care of it.
Yeah,
I know.
And you crashed it because you're a woman, terrible driver?
I just think I have bad luck with cars.
Bad luck?
Yeah, I don't think it's me.
Okay, how did it get totaled?
that one was my fault. I'm not going to lie. But it was one of those moments where, I'm driving, someone abruptly stopped at a stop sign. I'm not paying attention. I look like, oh, too late. Boom, crashed straight into him. That was how I totaled that car.
But you hit another car.
Yeah.
Wow,
that one was my fault. Yes, okay. I will say.
So you hit them hard.
Yeah.
If you totaled your car by rear-ending somebody?
Yeah.
And that person, I assume, is dead.
No, they're fine.
Do you imagine if Bridget's story is that she killed someone in her mom's car?
Do you know? Okay, guys, do you want to know an embarrassing fun fact about myself?
Yes.
I didn't get my license until I was 20.
Okay. Why is that embarrassing?
Wait, you crashed this car when you were 20? Yeah. Oh, I thought you had got your learner's permit or something.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, okay, I don't know. People always ask, why didn't you want your license? Because I just had a lot of friends, and I'd always find a ride everywhere.
I was going to say, you're living in the sticks. I think you'd want to have a car.
Nope, I always
Like
found
now
a ride.
kids don't care about their driver's license because there's Uber or they have a friend with a
true.
car, you know, especially in cities. Kids couldn't care less about driver's
I
licenses.
still feel that way. I mean, I live downtown, so I pretty much walk everywhere.
Right.
But yeah, I got to the point in college where my friends and my parents and family, they were getting pretty annoyed of having to drive me around all the time. Like, we're just going to tell you no and force you to get your license.
Oh, they had to drag you into driving.
Yes.
And then you had to take driver's ed as a 20-year-old?
No, you didn't have to, which is weird.
You didn't have to what?
Well, you had to get your temps, but I didn't have to go through the classes and all that.
How did you learn to drive?
Well, clearly I didn't
she
learn
did
very
it.
well. I crashed the car within 2 weeks.
No, but I mean, that was just because you weren't paying attention, didn't stop. But you knew how to operate a vehicle.
Yeah, I mean, I had practice. I mean, my dad took me out that whole summer. But this was the funny part because I was not in, not near Greene or Akron. I don't even remember where it was. And it was two younger guys that got out of the car, and I am like distraught. Number one, about my car, but also like, I cannot believe I just ran into someone.
Right.
And I get out, and they're like, Bridget? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, oh my God, we run track at Akron. Aren't you on the dance team at Akron? I'm like, yeah. And they were so cool and so nice about it. They're like, oh my God, totally fine.
But how
Insurance
did you
will cover it.
But how
I'm
did
like,
you
okay.
total the car if like these guys got out and were like, "Oh, hey, what's up?"
I mean, I don't know. The
Crumple
front, the
zone,
front
right?
really smashed in.
That sounds like a fender bender.
No, I mean,
the crumple
the
zone.
the front was pretty smashed in hard.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was bye-bye to that car.
Well, I
And then
did that with
purchased
the
my
car.
own.
I did that with the car that I had,
Uh-huh.
the hand-me-down Ford LTD, but I smashed the back. I was in a parking lot. I wasn't a cool guy in high school,
You
right?
weren't?
I wasn't squiring young ladies around.
Neither
So
was I. Don't think that's like about me.
So I'm meeting a couple of friends of mine out on a Friday night, and we're probably gonna, I don't know what the hell we were gonna do, but we weren't hanging out with girls and we weren't drinking. So one of them was working at a lumber yard, and I went to go meet him, and because my car was so big, I had a buddy of mine there too, and we're waiting for our friend to get off. And we see him come out, and he gets into his car, and I'm trying to be Joe Cool. This is an empty parking lot. The lumber yard it's empty, right? They're
Yeah.
closed. And I drop my car into reverse, and I floor it, not paying attention to the fact that there's a giant parking lot light behind me with the cement base
Yep.
and the thing, and I smash. I mean, it was like in the back seat of the car. I hit it so hard.
Totaled.
No.
Oh, that's
My
good.
dad was an engineer, so I called him and I tried to like soft pedal it. I don't know how I thought he would possibly. I go, hey, I kind of crashed the back of the car. And like my friends had to follow me home because the metal was so close to the wheel. I was worried it was going to pop one of the wheels and I had to drive really slow. It was this whole thing.
Ooh.
And I get home and my dad was a super calm dude. I never heard him curse. He goes, Jesus Christ. And I was like, yeah. He goes, so you weren't, because I was trying to be like, oh, I just backed into the thing and I was 20 miles an hour or whatever. He's like, what the hell did you do? I go, oh, I didn't see it there, whatever. He goes, well, we're going to spend the summer fixing this car. And so we hammered out the trunk, and we're like, I got it bungee corded down and all this stuff. I didn't have that like grease monkey gene that my dad had. So it was like, I spent the better part of the summer hammering out and fixing the back of this car. And I was like, can I just get a new car?
Right. You're like, I don't even know what I'm doing.
My dad's like, nope. We're fixing this car. Because that's what we did. He fixed the cars.
Now, Bridget had a question about the funny bus.
Is it fun?
No.
Oh, the other question.
Yes.
It's funny.
Do you get crazy fans that come on this bus to meet you guys?
What do you mean? I don't think they're crazy.
Like diehards.
Yeah, sure. We tell them to join us.
Okay, so
Can you
like,
think of one specific one that maybe went too far, Alan?
I had a guy last week that got banned for life.
wait, what?
Yeah.
Banned from the funny bus or
Yes.
banned from Cleveland or banned from listening?
Well, I don't know if you can ban someone from
Yeah.
Cleveland. Yeah, he got banned from the funny bus.
What did he do?
He just couldn't contain himself. He's one of these guys that he has to be the center of attention, and it got really out of hand. And he was doing stuff you can't do.
What was he doing?
Well, he was taking his shirt off, and there were a couple of people, there were whispers that he'd try to whip it out or something.
Oh.
And I don't know if that's true, but the guy was hammered. And we went back, and tried to
This
kind
is
of.
not how it normally goes.
No, of
This
course.
was
Most
an
people.
outlier.
It's not going to be like that tonight. I
Yeah.
mean, Well,
Who knows? Maybe I'll get on the microphone and start singing Cher.
You might do that.
And then people start jumping out the window.
Yeah. And then the guy, John, the driver, will try to crash the
Yeah.
bus into the back of someone else.
Okay, you guys.
Just to put everybody
Not
at,
that bad.
try to get everybody.
Listen, I will be singing Cher tomorrow night at Cocky's Bagels. If anyone would like to join a little karaoke time.
Well, where's Cocky's?
Right in the flats, right by Collision Bend, where we'll be out tonight.
How did I not see Cocky's? I mean,
It's right across from, well, now it's not Lindy's. It's just called Lake House now.
Oh, in that little bend there.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
like
why.
next
Because
to
I always,
Beerhead.
always walk past
Didn't
it.
it used to
yeah.
be it was like a pizza place or something? Now it's
No,
Cocky's.
Inferno is further back.
Yeah.
That was going to be, it was one of those country dudes that like pulled out of his agreement at the last minute or something. Not Toby
Oh.
Keith. One of these other guys was
Yes.
going to have that spot. And then they were like, nah, second thought.
Yep. I forget, but no, it's fun. I mean, obviously,
Well,
we
maybe
have great bagels for
maybe
breakfast.
I'll
but
pop
it's
over there after my show at High and Dry on Thursday.
Perfect.
And bring my girl, and she can show you
It's
how it's
actually,
really done.
yeah, actually sing. I mean, I usually rap, but then again, if you get a few drinks in me, I think I'm Cher.
Man, you're
Let's
going to
do
be
share.
third wheeling with Bill and his girl for
I
a
know.
couple of nights now.
I hope she likes me.
Look at you.
She probably won't.
Really?
No.
Oh, I was like, oh man. I was like, why?
But don't you hope you like her too?
Well, I think I will.
Yeah.
Why?
No, she'll
I-
like you.
I
You're-
like
you're
everybody,
goofy and
usually.
sweet, and she's goofy and sweet, and you guys are going to get
Great.
along just great.
I mean, I typically like people.
Yeah.
Unless you're like an ass. But
Well,
What
there's
does
a
it
lot
take-
of those kinds of people
True.
out
Yeah.
there. Two of them in this room.
Yeah.
no, you guys are nice.
Hey,
Why are we?
Hey, you know what? I was talking really nice about you guys this weekend.
Who?
My buddy and your buddy, Mike Polk Jr.
Oh.
Oh, he's not
Yeah.
your buddy?
No, he's great.
Oh, you're
he's
like,
like one of my
oh.
favorite
Yeah, but he
people.
also knows we're dicks, so
Yeah.
he's probably just standing there and nodding
He's
along
one of my
with
favorite
you.
people of all time. He's
No,
the best.
he was saying that about you two.
Yeah.
So we were at that going away party. Laura Queso, we miss you already.
Yeah.
So they worked at WKYC together,
Yep.
and we were chatting about how I will fill in from time to time. I'm like, oh, you guys are all in the comedian world. Do you
Yeah.
know each other? And he was just saying lovely things about you, how talented you are. Yeah, and how great you guys are, and loves when I'm on. So, hi, Mike, if you're listening.
He
Polk's
just,
a good dude.
Polk
It
just
was
re-
like a solid 10-minute conversation of us just being like, no, we love them. No,
Yeah.
I love them more. No, I love them more. And he's like, yeah, and I even reached out to Alan to like tell him like what he's brought to Cleveland, and me and Bill have done this together. I'm like, yeah, but I get to be on the show with them. Like we're really just one-upping each other of like
Yeah.
who loves you guys more.
And then they made out. It was a whole thing.
Polk's a very old friend of mine, and he just recently re-uploaded one of his older, like, early internet sketches where it's a song, it's like a rap that he's doing about stores that tell you exactly what they are, and it's on his YouTube channel called Bishop Vids. That's where the original Cleveland tourism videos from.
Okay.
And it's just so funny. Just like stores pants, and like I can't do it justice, but Alan, maybe you can find it.
It's a good video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's clean. I think it's I don't
Just called Stores, right?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I like stores that tell me exactly what they are. Cleaners. I like stores that tell me exactly what they are. Orthodontists. I'm a very busy man, got no time for games. I never shop at places that got fancy names. Just tell me what you sell, I don't need nothing more. Cause when I want to buy a pet, I go right to Pencil. I get my hair cut at barber, get my tan at Tans. My dentist works at dentist and this guy's the man. Learn to dance and dance, now I'm like Fred Astaire. Afterwards my feet were hurting, so I went to foot care.
So I went to Foot Store. Oh boy, the casket store
Yeah, it's
in
great.
Parma.
That was like pretty good rap too.
Oh, he's so talented and so funny.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you guys all really love each other. And
Yeah.
I love you guys all too.
Aw.
You're supposed to say I love you too,
I
Bridget.
love you too, Bridget.
You
Even though I think you're a
Bridget,
psycho.
maybe you throw that word around, but
We're not there
I've
yet.
got to know somebody for a good decade before I throw that
Oh,
out there.
okay.
And you know,
I mean, I just found out his birthday, so.
right? Oh, it's baby. It's just little
Baby
crumbs,
steps.
little
Yes,
crumbs.
baby steps.
Hello, who's this?
Hi, this is Stacy.
Hi, Stacy. What can I do for you?
I had a 1978 Caprice Classic as my first car.
Oh, good for you.
1978. I think I had I think when I finally got upgraded, my dad he did buy a car for my brother and I to fight over and share. And I think it was an 84 Caprice Classic.
I mean, I was the 10th member of my family to have the car.
Oh my God.
What
And
year
I
did you
was
finally
also
get
the-
it?
I got it when I was 16, so that was like 1989.
Wow.
Yeah, and the only reason, I mean, I was the last owner. It died in the Kmart parking lot, and I got $50 for it because it had tires.
$50.
Wait,
yeah.
what kind of car was it?
78 Caprice
It was a
Classic.
nice-
Yeah, my Caprice Classic died in the Kmart parking lot is an old sentence.
I mean,
Yeah.
isn't that something?
Neither
But
of
it
those
was
things are around
fast.
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fast. I mean, it had a V8 engine in it, and I could
Oh, I
fit
know.
so many of my friends in it.
Yeah.
We'd have 13, 14 people in the car at one time.
I had Rockford Fosgate woofers in the trunk. I had the pull-out Blaupunk stereo. I had the whole kit and caboodle, baby. Ah,
I had an 8-track.
beautiful. Even better. Be listening to the wreck
Yeah.
of the Edmund Fitzgerald
Oh,
until
I've
the
heard of you.
cows came home.
You were Stacy with the 8-track and the Great Rack. I know you.
Oh, hey, that is me. The
Oh,
eight,
wow.
the 8-track was broke. The 8-track was broke, but it did have AM radio that I could listen to. So we'd have to have the ghetto blaster, with 8D batteries
Oh,
in it.
yeah.
to
Right,
blast
yeah.
In the car. Yeah, the
Ghetto
good old days.
blaster. Out there blasting the ghetto. Yeah, okay.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Stacy.
Have a great summer, guys.
All right,
too.
thank you. You too. There's Stacy with the 8-track and the Great Rack.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody knows about Stacy
Boobs.
and her mom.